Hi everyone, this is TREVOR NYAKANE here on the Black and White podcast. I would like to urge everyone to go out there, follow, subscribe, and you'll get some great and amazing content and insight of what the boys go through, in and around the world of rugby, and obviously good chat. So go out there, like, subscribe, follow, do what you gotta do. Appreciate you. Yeah.
You tried. Sorry, Mom.
Okay, guys, we are going live.
I don't want to. It's been live the whole time. Did you record all that other stuff? Let's see. Oh, that's fucking fish. Sorry. Right. We're not live. We're live now. Thank you. Hi, I'm Black.
And I'm White. Welcome back to it. And this is Black and White Unscripted Back.
Before we went live, we had a bit of a big laugh, and we're trying to just get it all together. But yeah, another week. Same place this time.
I'm sorry, wait, hold on. Jeez, I'm still smiling. Based on what happened the last 5 minutes, my cheeks are hella sore right now.
We'll probably get into that all while going through this podcast.
Yeah.
Somewhere we'll, because our guest is heavily involved in that.
Yes,
past
he is.
5 minutes. How's your week been? Been good?
Wait, okay, hold on. Let's find ourselves real quick. Yeah. How's my week been? My week's been really good. Exciting. Last week we trained against you guys.
Yes.
I think we should start with you. You're the one that hopped on a rugby field now.
Yeah. Okay,
Right?
I'll start
How was
with me.
that? Please.
Yeah, good. So since the podcast, we trained against. Did we do that straight
Yeah,
after?
we did that.
Yo, I
Yeah.
was
And
so
then you
tired.
guys hopped on a flight, disappeared.
Hopped on a flight the next day. Went to Lyon.
Yep.
Had a nice tour.
How was Lyon?
A lot of young guys. A lot of really had a good team connection.
Yeah.
It actually was pleasant.
Okay.
Yeah,
Different.
sometimes the travels, it's the seats aren't the best or whatever, but there was no complaints. There was no, which was nice. So a lot of
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I complained a bit, but that was when I got home.
Yeah,
But-
because you've seen this movie a couple times before, so.
Complain.
Okay, cheapest.
No,
But I
but
mean-
it was just played 40 minutes. I was very tired. The first time the foot ran on artificial pitch was
4G,
in the
huh?
game,
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a I actually am really tight. It's there's a bit of a fist in my foot.
Yes.
If that makes any sense. I was just
Okay.
tight the whole time. But there's only one way to get to it, and that is to just keep going. So it was fun. I really enjoyed France. The weather was amazing.
Yeah. How was the city? Did you guys get to go out of the city?
I took Tino. I don't know if you guys watched the game, but I mean Tino Tenda.
Shout out to T. Yes,
Tino.
sir. Wangu. Yeah,
come
that's
back.
as much
He
shown
went
as I know.
international. We had a nice walk the day after the game, and then it was basically his highlights reel. I think without that guy, it would have been even a
Bruh,
bigger
nah,
score.
he was
He really
epic.
tried, and we all tried. I think it's just he really stood out. I
Yeah.
think he would gather a lot of interest from just a game like that.
Yeah.
And that pitch suits him, 4G. It just looks
Oh, no,
like
yeah.
he
He
was
looked
running
dynamic.
on something.
What's up,
He was running on clouds. Honestly, he was running on something different than
My
we
dog.
were.
And the craziest thing about it is, for me, was there was that line-up movie our guys did. That
He was on the
yeah,
move,
that insert, yeah. Bruh.
Yeah.
He just looked like that shit was he was floating.
Yeah, but it was nice, and then we flew back. We had a nice team meal afterwards. Discussed everything. Closed the chapter. We lost, but a lot of guys saw what it was like to play professional senior rugby.
yeah.
A lot of guys.
Against,
4 or
proper
5
opposition as well.
debutants, and see the basically the atmosphere in France. The hostility, and also you know what I mean. It's just.
Yeah.
Really, really nice for them to see. So I think if we had to have that situation over again, I think it would have been an even tighter game or whatever. And also the wind in the first half and the bounce of the ball, and you can all
Things
but
happen,
that's
yeah.
rugby.
Yeah,
That's live too. So
That's
it's
dope.
been fun. I've been back. We're back now for 4 days, 5 days. Then we got 2 away games. So going to Edinburgh and to Belfast.
Okay.
And then back. So
That's dope. Belfast, where's that? That's out in Wales, huh?
Ulster. So that's Northern Ireland. Huh?
Yeah, Ireland. My bad, bro.
Sorry,
Hey,
guys.
man.
If you guys are
Cheapest.
watching from there, no offense.
No, at all whatsoever.
What the fuck
I'm
are you
awful.
talking about?
I don't-
Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway.
All
we'll
right,
edit
yeah.
that out. And we
Okay.
don't have to, actually. This is a podcast. We can say what we want.
No,
you know?
fair play. With no disrespect to
Yes,
anybody.
we don't mean anything by it.
But all right, cool.
Good, bro. And
I
then
feel good to be back, outside of what
good
the
to
actual
be-
rugby was.
Good to be back. It
Yeah.
felt a bit rushed, to be honest. But
Fair.
then again, when is it not? When is it not you can't have your perfect?
There's no such thing as perfect timing. It's
that's
just
right,
timing. Nigga,
that's
just
right.
go. Just go.
That's right. Probably have to edit that out too.
Yeah, sure, bro.
Him being American, bro. Can you just like keep that stuff under wraps, man? Please? Sure. Because I'm like nervous, man.
I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, I bet. But okay, cool. Nah, good to have you back, man. And like, just for me, it was lucky to see you.
Thank
I watched the game.
you actually said I looked a bit tired. I mean, I'm going to be honest.
You know what? Look, and me knowing you, having played with you, there was a great sequence. There was a little bit of charge down pressure, a cool long sequence there, kick long.
Oof.
You sprint back, boom, you go, you carry, then we kick again, then you go, and then you try charge down again at that charge down. You're sinking.
I actually just got a stitch when you said.
Yeah, no. Then I saw. It's almost like so. Obviously, you don't have the hair this time around, but I just saw the arms the way they came down.
Just uncontrollable. Yeah, but it was. You can train all you want. Whatever.
Man. Nothing
simulates a game. Nothing like. Oof, I was really seeing stars, to be honest. But like, I mean, there's only one way, and that's just to do it again.
Yeah. It's almost like you have to play yourself into fitness in that situation. Yeah, nah, bro. Like, just get stuck in.
That's right.
Do it.
Yeah.
But all right, that's dope, man.
And your week, you under 21's going well. Life's going good.
Yeah, man. Like
enjoying the traffic back home to Westville every day.
Like I went to the barber on Friday, and slowly but surely he's like, and this might, boy, stop playing with me, please.
Diddy's in prison, but anyway.
He just happened to mention that my hairline is starting to recede a little bit. I told him.
Did he say it
in a really polite way? And I was just like, hey, my dog, if you like, because here's the thing about coaching, it's so tough. Gigi, I can't do it. Like, I can see it for you, and I can be like, yes, this is going to happen. If this, I can't physically do it for you. So the toughest part, I think, of coaching, having played, is to surrender that completely.
Yeah. So now you're surrendering hair as well at the same time.
Bruh, damn.
Sorry, I'm just...
Damn. Hey, man, we had a vulnerable moment. Like, here I am, like, I'm pouring my heart out to you.
No, I know, but isn't it like just...
This is, hey, man, like,
when I had to cut my hair.
Yes.
You know how nervous I was? Because everybody's like, when you cut your hair... Like,
but that was...
tying it up. I was so nervous.
Okay, fair. But that was an executive decision that you made. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's an executive decision you made.
Yeah.
But no stretching. Me, this is happening involuntary. I can't tell my body stop.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I went from saying salute here in 9th grade, and like now I'm just, and pretty soon I'm just going to... So that's a little bit nervous.
But you know what? I think before it goes all the way back, there's a couple of styles. There's still a couple of styles you can rock.
I have a desire to probably braid it one more time. Shout out to
Mr. T as well once before you go out.
I don't know about a Mr. T. Like I got like a weird shaped head. Like right, Mr. T got that long face.
It's funny when you say it. Right? Hey, I can't say that. Then you'll be like, what the.
Right. Anyway, so like I'm thinking I'm gonna do the cornrows. I'm gonna do the straight back.
I think that'll.
I'm gonna run it back. You never said yes. You weren't here. I did it in 2019 here at the Sharks.
We'll put a photo up. I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely put that photo up. But I it lasted all of 3 scrum sessions.
And then you told me about it, and Kuni gave it a little tug.
Kuni looked at me. He pulled it in the team meeting, like by the back, right? So he hit me with one of these.
Losing hair like that's been ripped out. Hey, that's
right. Okay. So first of all, like it's braided, so this shit's tight as hell.
Yeah.
Like. And I fully understand to the ladies out there, the African ladies love you beautiful queens, but I understand why this happens because, oh man, like there's no other way to deal with it. Like, right? So, anyway, we go crouch, bind, and now this is like 20, and he took his shoulder and he put it on here and he kept rubbing. And he said something in Afrikaans along the lines of, I'm going to make sure that you get rid of this. And I was like, damn. All right, cool, bro. 2 days later.
That's Kuni, like.
No. 2 days later, I picked it all out. It had frayed. I went to the barber, cleaned up the sides. But now, like, because it was braided, like it was, right? But I had an attachment to it. So, like, I patted it down. Kind of like, like a little Mike Jackson afro, like back in the day. So I rocked that for all of, like, 2 days before Rob DePere was the coach at the time.
And he said, nah. Crazy how, like, I mean, you're a grown-ass man and they have to tell you what hairstyles you have. Like, I mean, even I had long hair, people are like...
I know, yeah. But also my missus wasn't a fan of it as well. Like, she was just very kind. She was like, oh, yes,
express yourself.
Yes. But no, the moment it went off, she was the happiest human being ever.
That's interesting.
So it's crazy.
Speaking about putting, like, guys' dreads out and stuff, I've got one story. There's a rugby player called Taz Fuzani. I don't know if you ever remember a guy. Big, strong lock, and he had... we'll get to our guest. We're sorry, we're not allowed to talk to him in the beginning. Anyway, this guy had dreads, and I don't know, Chris Kluter also. We had Province, like a Vodacom Cup.
Yeah.
Curry Cup preseason, I think 2000, like 12, 13, I'll see if I can get some photos up or whatever. But Taz was only had these dreads. But when I say like he used to jump biceps, he was like a strong guy, like, but not very like explosive in the lineouts. But man, could he carry? And like they picked him against the Bulls once at Loftus, and he was like, Taz, you're not jumping in the lineouts, you're not doing anything. You're carrying ball and you're tackling guys.
Taz, hold on.
bro. And then he went to the Pumas.
Taz,
Big guy, bro. But
dark-skinned brother,
oh,
but
yes.
like just in shape. Just
There was a mauling session.
I remember that.
Came with his, you wanted to say something, but you remember that big guy. That's right. Stopped him. And we had a mauling session.
Yeah.
And Chris Duda came up, and in his hand was just a dread like this. But as he had it, he knew, like, because it's maul, you know, like, you grip and other things fall, and next thing, and you see Taz come and say,
But
and,
you know,
and you just see Chris, like, you know, like,
yeah.
like, just get on the other side, and like, he literally like pointing at guys.
No, but you've been caught red-handed, right?
But nobody saw, just me. So you're like in the mall, and just like when he saw it, you know, like, so everybody's mauling. Taz comes up, who took my like? And I was looking.
What did you expect,
bro? We all just because you didn't want to mess with that guy at a mall, bro. It was actually, but yeah, pulling hair. There was a Dylan Lades one as well, I think, when somebody also Nutslow. Remember when somebody pulled his hair down too?
Yep. I remember that.
Listen,
that's crazy.
I feel like with our guest, we're going to have so much to talk about. I don't want to take too much time.
At all. By all means.
You introduce him or not? I don't mind.
Please.
Okay.
You do the honors. You guys are closer in age anyway.
Hey, closer in age. What did you say?
Damn it. You're closer in age.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm the baby on this sofa.
Listen, you guys. Listen, I'm just going to say, TREVOR NYAKANE is with us today, right now. And I'm so happy to have him on here. I know a lot about his story, and he's going to tell it all to us a bit, and like just going to get into life, get into the injury, get into just rugby and what makes him tick, you know, and stuff. And he came in here on his little 4x4.
Nah, that's that Maybach.
Maybach music, baby. They see me rolling.
It's black on black on black.
Black on black. And he got the 5-inch rims on.
I'm literally waiting for I'm waiting for him to pimp that shit out like Exhibit with the chrome reels in it.
It's coming soon.
Pimp my ride. You remember?
You are
West Coast Customs, baby.
It's coming soon, baby.
Man. Oh, that's crazy.
So no, Trev, thanks so much for like taking time to be with us. And I think we're just gonna get straight into it. Like, I think we should cover the injury in the beginning because I mean, obviously, visibly you walk in here. And you don't walk in here, you know what I mean? You're rolling in here.
I drove in here.
You drove in here. And you're the only one that can. We all walked, you know.
Oh,
so I mean,
100%. I just made sure it wasn't drinking and driving. But
damn it. All right, cool.
That's right.
3 seconds ago, he was the same guy telling me that he wants to pimp out this little ride. He's gonna make sure that he put a basket out in the front, right? Gonna I thought you were going to put like proper refreshments. Make sure you stay hydrated.
I think you can do with a cup holder on this thing for sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
But yeah, so Trev, tell us about it. So the Achilles went.
Hydrate with everything, bro.
The Achilles.
Hey, all right, cool. Yeah, sorry, Gigi.
I'm just trying to. I want to get this guy's time all the time.
Okay.
Like, so we want to like.
All right.
Kick us off if you want.
Mr. TREVOR NYAKANE, first and foremost, thank you so much for being out here.
Thank you very much.
What a flippin' pleasure. I don't know why I'm even using that voice right now. Hold on, my
Yeah,
dog.
they went from American to like straight. Hello, Afrikaans. Relax, bro.
Okay, but T, injury, chat to us, man. It's tough. And it happened like it was that Bulls game.
Bulls game, yeah.
Yeah, jeepers. All right, so chat us through, man. Like, what's up?
All right. First of all, everyone, thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
Why are you looking at everyone? We here.
Chill
right here.
with the fellas.
Yes, sir.
And have some good chats. Yeah, but so yeah, thank you. Your one and only uncle is here.
Damn it.
The others
Uncle
are somewhere.
Van Uncle.
The others are somewhere. I'll find them.
Hey, shout out to the uncles.
It was a tough one because I've been struggling with the Achilles for quite some time.
Yeah.
And like usually they say if you actually feel Achilles, nothing really happens. But I think going into that game, it was probably at its worst. And
so you've been struggling with it before it went. I remember in the physio room, but you always like saying it's a bit tight.
Yeah. So it was giving me problems.
Yeah.
Both sides actually.
Okay.
And they tried to do whatever injection or whatever they could.
Yeah.
And obviously, like I've been playing with it for quite some time.
Okay.
So then they kind of think you can handle it.
Yes, you can handle it. You can handle it. But I think that weekend, I myself felt like, no, this this is very painful, but I thought, okay, let's go with it.
Like, how tough is that? Like, how long did you go in that state? Because I think about it now. So you play prop, right?
Yeah.
And just the amount of tension that goes through that crouch, bind, and everything is literally going like, that's the base. That's where you start, right?
Exactly that. And I think what makes it worse is obviously I don't mind playing whichever sides.
Right.
So
No,
it's just not there.
Throw it out there one more time, just to
just
let them know.
that,
Hey, guys, I promise you that. Sorry, Tim. I'm gonna get in you. People have no idea how difficult that is to do. Like, not only to do it, yeah, sure, do it in high school. Come do it at an international stage. This is why me being a front rower, this is special for me, and why I hold you right up here. Because you don't just do it on one side. You can dominate on both. Trevor can get a phone call on the Thursday, say, hey, I'm going to need you to put a 1 on your back, not a 3. And it's not a
100%.
concern.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's hella dope. And I want to give you a flowers for that.
Appreciate
because you didn't
man.
just do it in school. You didn't do it in the back of someone's yard. You did it on the biggest stage. So shout out to you, T. Yeah. My dog.
Appreciate
That's
that.
prop love. That's as much. I'm fanboying.
So
I'm fanboying.
Usually you get people ask, what's the difference? What's the? It's not often where you find someone who actually appreciates
understands,
it.
right?
No,
You need to understand it to
No, I
fully
do. Like,
appreciate what it
I
takes.
play lock and scrum behind,
do,
but I mean, for
yeah.
us, we just try and give us our
as
props
much-
all there,
as
but
much-
the technicalities behind it
100.
Oh,
and
it's
stuff,
very-
guys, like, I mean,
very dark place.
we know that.
So essentially, like a little quick crash course, you're asking your body to do 2 completely separate
That's
things.
right.
That's
Yeah.
what you're doing. So the toughest part for me would probably be the guy that has to switch over. If Trevor's playing, starts at tight head, then he has to come across to loose head.
Yeah.
So for the first half or 60 minutes of the
trying to
game,
keep it out.
you've been asking him to firstly go against 2 people, get his weight going down and through.
Yeah.
Now you're going to ask him to go to the other side and you're going to ask him to do the
pop,
exact same
yeah,
thing, but
but
to keep
up.
it up.
Yeah.
Now I'm asking my lower back, I'm asking my neck to do something different. I'm
So it's
asking
spinal.
your weight distribution is different. So there's all of that you have to take into account. And people just see him there smiling with his tongue out. And, and I'm thinking to myself, bro, hey, man.
There's a lot of people don't see, hey, Trev. There's a lot of people don't see.
It's very
hey,
dark
bro,
out there.
yeah,
It's very dark.
The dark arts.
Nah, it couldn't be me, bro. So yeah. Okay,
it's
I'm done
very
fanboying. Go.
Dark
Carry on.
out there. So
What was the question?
yeah,
Was
it was about the being
Achilles,
able to play the Achilles both sides.
Yes. Yeah.
And if I'm on the tight head, then this one is the worst. My left side is what hurts the most. And when I move to loose head, then my right side.
Other
and
one.
yeah, these comes mostly when we do like holds, maybe 30 to a minute hold. That's when I
Time
feel.
under tension, yeah, but of course.
Yeah, because it's stretching.
Yeah.
It's full on.
Sure.
And you're putting load
So-
through
So
there.
then it went.
Yeah, and then when we went to play the Bulls, I think it was a good 10 minutes into the game.
I remember watching and I saw you fall and I saw
Yeah,
you.
I
and I
promise
knew,
you-
I said, that's
It
your
was a
Achilles.
sound.
I
It
knew
was like a sound, and I thought someone kicked me.
Yeah.
So I just sat, and then I realized there was no one touched me.
Yeah.
It was just, and most of the
Phantom
times
kick, bro.
Damn it.
it happens when people are just standing still. I'm hopping around. Next thing, down.
Yo,
Man
Trev,
down.
I'm sorry about that. But then now it's back road to recovery and it's tough, eh? I mean, I've seen you at physio now. I've just obviously.
The worst part is I can't dance.
Damn it.
But
Rugby
you can
comes
shimmy, you
after.
can also be shimmy.
Oh no, on top is still there. Don't worry. Fully attached.
I'm not gonna act like that wasn't this. Hey, this nigga, bro, you dropped that in so suddenly. That shoulders, hey.
Still
Shimmy,
intact.
yeah. That's good to know, bro. You got to keep that.
You just sometimes drop it in there, you know.
Of
Just
course.
once in a while, just to remind people, hey,
Just
I'm
let
still
it
here.
simmer.
I'm cool.
They
Hey.
might forget. Hey.
And obviously, you must be sitting down. You sit down a lot now. You must put your foot up, and
Yeah.
it's like the recovery part. Because obviously, like I mean, I've just come from a foot surgery, so your blood flow to your foot. And
Yeah,
like, I
it's
mean,
a
it's not
mess.
the best, you know. So like I mean, not the blood, but the circulation for healing. So
Yeah, I
it's
think
slowly
that's
but surely, hey,
the tough part
but-
about it right now.
but you do feel like you're on top of it, and you can
I
see
feel
the
like we yes, there's a bit of light somewhere at the end of the tunnel. I'm starting to put a bit of weight on it.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's a frustrating injury to actually have, and knowing myself, like it was harsh until I saw my foot yesterday.
Yeah.
Looks disgusting.
Yeah, but I mean,
It doesn't
that's-
wash. It doesn't do anything. It's always in a boot. It's when you shower, it's covered up. Luckily, our great physios here decided, you know what, we're gonna clean it ourselves, and
That's great.
they just cleaned the whole thing. And now I think I can go to foot model to something.
Who did it?
It was
I want to know. So you can tell me later.
who watched
What's
the
I
leg?
guess out of the first
first
year,
one-
who clean?
The first one would, yeah, you can take a guess.
I was going to say Joe first,
Yes.
and then Ruin.
No.
Okay. Not Dean.
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 Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm from Dean.
He's actually the one who came with like a scrub, and I'm very ticklish.
That's
You
it,
should have
yeah.
seen me while he's scrubbing.
Must have enjoyed that, Dean. Must have enjoyed that.
I'm thinking
Shout
I'm gonna
out
kick
to
you now.
Dean, yo, yeah.
I want to go in survival mode.
Yeah.
'Cause
No,
I
but I
can't-
mean,
I
obviously,
can't
that's
deal
like
with
there's people that get tickled and then they punch people, you know, like
Damn it.
when she tickled him, guys.
Yes.
Please,
No.
Yo, must
Yeah.
keep, yo,
Like, hey.
Not punch in the face.
yeah, net
So like I tell her like
body shots.
I can't. I actually didn't punch her. I literally just pushed her. Like it gets so bad that I go into survival
Yeah.
mode.
Yep, fair.
So it's I laugh until I can't. Then I'm
yeah.
in survival
Yeah.
mode, and I tell you to stop. And
Yeah.
if you
and
don't,
if you don't listen,
Hey,
I've done it to
if
Jason.
and
You
if
can
don't-
ask him.
If
I've
you
done
don't
it.
hear, if you don't hear, you're gonna feel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ebi and them, when I walk past, the first thing they do is touch me here, and they know I will jump from here to there.
Damn it.
But on a rugby field, I can't run from here to there.
hey,
But I promise. We had wrestling the other side the one time. So I'm going against Jason and was it Jason and Lapa?
Yeah,
Okay.
Lapis.
So those are two big guys.
fair.
I've got the ball. They can't get it out. Then
Yes.
Jason remembered, if you tickle Trevor, he will let everything go.
Oh, and yes.
Now you're
And
giving
I'm holding on
Yeah.
onto the ball. They're trying and they can't get it. Then all he did is just this. I left it.
So you-
Done.
Damn it.
short
I'm
circuit.
gone.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
That's you. Done.
Yeah,
You
for
have to
me, it's finished.
No.
So I go into survival mode. So if you start tickling me now, I will push you off. I will push you off. Then it will end up being like more of a harsher
Yeah.
push
Yeah,
off.
well,
Well,
the
it's
first
reactive,
one
right?
is
Like-
the first one
Yeah,
is
it's
free,
like, hey,
and then
listen,
after that,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
very uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
So
it's
I
like-
will laugh, ha ha ha. Then I almost feel like I can't breathe.
Eyeball!
I promise you.
That's
Yeah,
how
I feel like
you sound like a
breathe
Fijian,
anymore,
like,
like,
the one
proper,
of-
just-
like a Fijian guy who says he never drinks and he has 5 drinks and he punches all.
Then he
all his
punches.
teammates.
Nah,
Yo, no,
you can try it one day.
I'm not gonna
gonna
today,
punch
guys.
you in the face,
No.
but you will feel a very
just a
stern
little
like
bit of
get
a-
off.
It's
I
a
can't.
warning.
I
It's a
can't
warning.
anymore.
now.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
I can't.
So Trevor, then that's hilarious.
It's bad.
Tickle punch.
Literally that.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
In your foot, like you've still got about like another 5 months. It's quite a while, isn't it?
Yeah, well, in the beginning it was planned for 4 to 6 months, but like you said, the blood supply to the back of the heel is very minimal, so the wound self is struggling
wound-
to
little bit
heal,
to
it,
heal.
but it's almost there. So that's the one thing I think Doc is happy about, because he's like,
Once
I've
it's closed, obviously
seen
more
most of the
work.
times where it just stops,
Yeah.
Yes.
and it's not healing. But yours, I can still see that it's healing on its own. So we're not going to interfere with it for now. We're going to leave it. Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, cool.
Good doctor. Shout out to Doc Marshall. What a legend.
Hey, what a legend.
What a legend.
yeah.
I went on tour with him this year. That's such an informative, and like he just.
No.
I ask him about Leon, and he tells me everything.
Everything.
there's,
No. Like, I love that man.
We have on tour it's called something called the documentary, where the
that's
doc,
brilliant.
as we get off the airport, he
That
goes,
is
"Okay,
brilliant.
guys, welcome to Leon," and like
he'll
his
give you a
knowledge
couple
is just.
No, it's next level.
amazing,
But
yeah.
also, do you know what I enjoy about Doc Marshall? The driest sense of humor.
Oh, love it.
Until you
yes,
get him. Have you
yes.
guys like if like there's something and you guys like click and it clicks for him?
Yeah.
Have you heard him laugh?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it dies
Like-
and then
And
it's
then
dead.
he realized I'm professional.
I'm actually
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm actually their doc telling me. Just,
Literally, I promise you.
He is,
right?
he is very informative.
Yeah.
He's quite smart. I was surprised when I first got here and we
Yeah.
were on tour.
Yes.
Then he starts speaking. I'm thinking,
Oh,
does he go on Google the night before?
Yeah,
Like-
he does.
like, how
I've,
does
seen
he
him,
know?
I've seen him on the flights before.
Oh.
He learns.
So he
but
does
then he
his
doesn't
proper
read
research.
it back when he's talking on the bus. So he
Oh,
gave
no.
us like a 10-minute speech about
Yes.
this.
Yes.
But so he read it all, no notes, no nothing. He puts it down. Says the funny thing, and he makes it his own. You know.
No,
like,
you
so
can-
Like he's got great great presentation skills
Yes,
as
he
well.
is
Like
very good. He
you
keeps
want
you
to listen
engaged.
to him.
I think those are the things in rugby. Like, I mean, that's got nothing to do with the game itself, but it's
There
like
was-
you get to interact with this guy, and that makes like sometimes your tour worthwhile.
Yes.
We're getting to know people, hey.
Yeah.
But we got to stop because I want to get to know Trevor, bro. I don't want to run out of time
Fair,
with
fair,
Trevor.
no,
Trevor's a
fair.
busy
Go,
guy,
go.
you know.
No, yes, fair.
Right now he's sitting at home.
yeah,
That's
no,
how busy it is
football.
for me.
Yeah.
Yo,
Puts
so
in the-
Watching series, but I want to ask just is like what got you into rugby, Trev? So I mean, I know where you're from, and Stan and Mpumalanga, Limpopo. Like I mean, the people don't know where Bushbuck Ridge is, but
damn it.
They gotta learn.
they gotta
I,
learn.
I
and they're
don't know.
gonna learn.
I'm people.
Very
me.
near the
I
very
don't
near
know
the
where the
Kruger
hell that
Park.
is.
Very near the Kruger Park, and I think your nearest town, would people know, be Gravelot maybe, or Palaborwa, or actually,
Bushbuck Ridge.
yeah.
You're
'Cause it's a
closer
big-
to, I would say, Hazyview.
Okay.
You can go further up
Yeah.
north to Hoedspruit
That's
right.
or Akanook.
Okay,
But I think the
And-
biggest one will be Nelspruit.
that's right.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
I was born there too, so.
I was there not so long ago. So
Cheap-
yeah,
that's-
but like you're asking.
And then you went from there. I just like, you can, I mean, just because you haven't been on a podcast and people don't always know, but I just want to know kind of where you
I am a podcast, bro.
are. That's the thing. We're gonna have Trevor episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming up. We're literally gonna make like
I love that. I love that.
breakaway with Trevor, bro. I think
Breakaway,
we'll do
just-
well. I
Just
think
break
we'll
away
do
with Trev for a bit, eh?
Sure.
Will be quite cool.
well. We'll do well. Okay, so
Yeah, obviously born in Mpumalanga,
yeah.
Bushbuck Ridge. There's not much really, I would say, rugby-wise from especially that specific place.
Yeah.
Everyone plays football.
Yeah.
And my dad worked in Limpopo. That's why everyone thinks I'm from
Yeah,
Limpopo.
but so people think you're
Just 'cause
from
my-
Zanin
yeah,
because
it's
of
'cause
you and Ben
Ben
Forster.
Forster.
Yeah.
So my dad worked in a place called Gravelot at the mine.
Okay.
So obviously there was like a school just right opposite our house. But back then, obviously the schools went, there was a black school, there was a white school. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
fair.
And they couldn't really compete against each other. And when like 95 and that started happening, they allowed the schools to compete against each other in athletics.
Ah.
Yes, not
Yeah.
because we didn't have rugby in our school.
Fair.
They had rugby. They didn't
Yeah,
have
But
soccer.
they had some fast brothers, I'll tell you that.
So,
Hey, man, that's-
yeah. So we had. Then they're like, okay, these two schools need to compete
Fair.
in athletics,
Okay.
and I was quite good at
Yeah.
flipping 60-meter sprint.
60.
obviously
That's a
it's-
great 60. That's
60
a great
meter
number.
dash, yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
a
remember
great number.
back then when you're in grade 1. That's all
Just
you
a
do.
change. And you've got it all, huh? Yeah.
Technique.
The technique, the form, everything. Because it's only 60.
So, yeah,
And you're not allowed to
it's
look,
just
but
60.
you look. You're not
Yeah, yeah,
allowed
no. Oh no, I would sit on the chair and watch the race.
Hi, Mom! Hey, y'all still running?
Yo,
Fast,
fast boy.
fast.
How fast boy?
Make the fast people not look fast.
That's from the longest yard.
Longest
huh?
yard, yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So yeah,
Yeah.
when we did the athletics and the principal came to my parents like, can you please have your child in our school? And think at that time,
It's an opportunity.
At a time where
and
it's like
time
it's fresh, it's new, it's like
yes,
a
you know,
yes.
you're thinking as a black, do I send my child to that school?
Ooh,
Yeah, he might not come back here.
Yeah.
that's it.
Then the guy asked, they kept on asking. Then they sent me to the school,
Yeah.
and we had a game outside, like where he sat in his office called Open the Gate.
Yo,
I don't know if you
know.
remember
Open
that
gate.
game.
Yo,
Yes.
Like when you
open the
sprint
gate,
to
so
your
there's one guy,
so there's-
then you must run past. If he
If you
tackles
run-
you, you're on
then
his
everyone-
team.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I
Yeah.
remember that.
So he would watch that from his office.
Yeah.
And I didn't play rugby, but I was
Yes.
busting people up
Open
and
the
up,
gates,
left, right,
Just
and
leave me
center.
alone.
For
Yeah.
free.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he was like, "Do you want to play rugby?" I'm like, "Hey, no ways.
Yeah.
There's no ways
No.
I'm doing that." Goes to ask my parents. My parents are like, "We don't even have medical aid. What happens if something happens to him?"
Yes.
He's like, "No, I will take care of it." Then he kept asking my mom. She's like, "No." He's like, "I think it's good."
Okay.
Without me playing once.
Yeah,
Yes,
but obviously
Just open the
purely
gate.
based
Just
on
only
open
watching
gates.
that.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, there's a few guys that made their name at Open the Gates
No,
in
facts,
primary school,
facts.
bro.
Really, really.
Of course.
It was like
when you're
that.
hardlip and you...
Yeah, and then
People
when
know-
you know you're real when they start calling you last.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like half the school is there
So
already.
the whole
Yes.
Yeah.
team can take you
Can
together.
tackle you down.
Yeah.
Because you use the first three as like a speed
Ah,
bump,
no,
and then they got
easy,
you. Yeah.
easy.
Yes, didn't you?
So when he saw that, then he thought, okay, no, maybe I need to get this guy to play rugby. Then I played, and then I made Limpopo. And when I was 13, we played against the school. They were coming to watch a few kids
Yes.
from the bigger school than us. So we were basically the punching bags, so that they can watch these so-called superstars and
Yes.
these kids in this school. Then they played us. Then I wrote one of them off,
Swear.
proper,
Yeah.
center.
Sorry,
Just
sorry,
and
sorry to you if you're watching. Still feeling it, baby.
Just delete. Laptop.
Gone. And then the high school were like, no, we think we want this kid too. He must come to our school. And
Okay.
that's like 60 kilometers away from where I live.
That was
Yes.
in
That's
Zanin-
in Zanin
yeah.
now.
Okay.
And then my parents are like, well, first of all, we can't afford it.
Yeah.
It's 60 kilometers away. And they're like, no, we'll put him in a hostel. We'll give him a scholarship and we'll do everything that he needs. you must just play for our school.
And then rugby took you from there.
And then that's when rugby stole me from my quick feet on the soccer field. You know?
Ish. Damn.
Yeah,
Nah,
I looked at muffins too much and then looked
and this is what
Sorry,
happened.
Trevor, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, so then you went to high school, and then you went and then
played for
and
Gran Como, and then
Varsity Cup kind of made you, or
yeah,
not like
you know what? I got a contract to go to the Free State. I had a few actually with different unions, and then I decided, okay, no, I'm gonna go to the Free State. Like I've always had thing like, actually I don't want to say this. Bulls were just a team I would never play for.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I used to say.
yeah.
Yeah.
I flipping played 7 years for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And, then,
I'm also-
and at the time, you're thinking they've got like 5 or 6 props that they signed from bigger schools.
Yes.
I'm from Ben Foster.
Yes.
Where am I going to play?
Like who? Like yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to the Free State. Pine Pinar was there. He contracted me to go down there.
Okay.
He looks a bit like Frans Malherbe, by the way. Have you seen it? Sorry.
Buck
fine.
Spencer.
Yeah, sorry.
So and then, yeah, I got contracted to go to the Free State, played a bit of a varsity shield
Yes.
for CUT.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So like, here's my thing. Here, no, and this is like real talk. Like, it's crazy because it's Shield, right? And there's and I say it with the most respect to it right now. There's not a great association with it right now. Like as the rugby player playing Shield, like you're trying to obviously get the cup, and then from cup,
go to
hopefully into a
professional,
professional age group setup or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So here's the man again. Like everything in your story so far, like goes along the
odds
line. Like,
against you
well, this
always.
shouldn't happen, but
Yeah,
it happened. And then this shouldn't happen,
Yeah.
but it happened. So now you're at Shield, huh? Now I'm
Yes.
sure at that moment in time, Trevor's just playing rugby because he's passionate and he enjoys this game. Yes.
100%.
So after Shield, like, what was your progression from that? And then did you go straight to
Cheetahs.
Or
Yeah, so we would play Shield, and then the weekend I would play like under 21 or Varsity Cup.
yes.
2 games a week for a bit.
Yeah, just easy back then. Scrum with coppers and stuff like that.
Yo, but also it can't
It
be.
was like
No,
that.
but
It
hold
feels
on.
hard, bro.
No, it can't be. Back then it was crouch, such pause, engage.
Yeah, and
There's a video of me when we won the Varsity Shield.
Yeah?
I had coppers on.
Stop it.
I
But I'm
promise
not
you.
going to lie, we played under
Multi-stunts.
19. We played under 19 in the locks. We all played with. And in Free State, because it's so dry and so
Yes.
scrum
Yeah,
with coppers.
I was
Stop it.
in
Rubber,
multi-starts.
traction.
So you went from coppers. That's why I tell people, shame the truth, tell the truth, shame the devil. That's why you lost a little bit of speed, bro. You used to be in coppers,
Yeah.
super
And
fast,
then I'm
and
walking
now they
around
put you in
21.
bloody
Now
21.
21s, yeah.
I don't
High
think people understand how long 21s are and what it feels like. Trevor, yes, like it's not that we're not fast. It's just
No.
when you make a
Got an
line
anchor
break.
on. You got an anchor on.
No, you need to lift your foot this high to flip and go forward, where the other
But
boys
you have
just
no
glide.
problem doing that when you're dancing, though, no?
Oh no.
Yes.
You can't have a problem when it comes to that.
No.
No.
course.
That's like natural stuff.
I hear you.
Just go out there and just
Cheetahs from the Cheetahs to the Bulls.
Yeah, so now I'm there in the Free State playing on the 21 a bit, won the 21s, won the Varsity Shield, and started playing a bit of Cheetahs, and that's when I made my Springbok debut, and I was still
Yes.
playing for at the Cheetahs.
So, craziest thing about that, like I remember you and old buddy, La Rochelle, Raymond Rule.
Oh yes,
But
oh,
yeah,
yes,
shout out
Kofi,
to Raymond
Kofi.
Rule. When y'all were doing getting jiggy with it, all the swag. Now I just started my rugby journey because I just gotten into high school at order, and I just remember. Now obviously
Stop
there's an
exposing.
association. You get to school. No, I'm not exposing you. It's 89.
We're gonna find them.
But it's like it's. I just remember like naturally like as an African, like a young African boy, you know, you see that, and any big boy at the time at school naturally always got the nickname Beast. But I was like, nah, I ain't with that. I'm with the dude rolling his shoulders. That was me. That was my energy, right? Just purely based on the fact that my personality also like lead more
towards that
toward
side,
that,
eh?
right? Like whereas Beast was quite a hard man. He was like, not to say you're not a competitor, but it was very, that was him, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And then here you come along, and I see you having all this fun, and I was like, hold on, that's me.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah, no, you don't
My
have to-
shoulders
yeah.
don't
But
work.
like you- yeah,
My
like you
shoulders
said,
don't work as well.
He had
but-
speed. He was a sprinter. He's just in a prop body now. I mean, come on, Trev.
That's
still,
it. He told us he looked at muffins too long.
That's right.
Yeah, way too long.
That's much.
But like that was so cool. And then it's like, what was that like for you, Trevor, at a time? And again, it's almost like you consistently went against the grain. That was still slightly conservative. Like, who are you to be doing that after you score? We don't celebrate tries. We expect you to score. Who are you to have a
The
person?
coaches
I'm
ever
just
give you-
saying, like,
the
this
coaches
is what the general perception would have been at the time, right? So
Yeah.
what is that? 2008, 9, 10, around that
Around
time.
about
yeah?
10, yeah.
Yeah, around about 10. So, like, who are you to have this big personality
And express yourself.
and express
Did
yourself
every-
and,
did
and be
anybody-
unapologetically you when the whole rugby scene in South Africa is just, no, this is expected. It's hard. It's
Yeah, it was like that, like you were saying, who are you? I think at a time when you were still in the Free State, everything is just full on Afrikaans, serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how you do it. You
Yes.
do that and that's it. We
Exactly.
Don't mess around with all these things. And I felt that they didn't allow me to enjoy what I was doing.
100%. Yeah. Okay.
Because now I have to pretend to be something I'm
To
not.
something you're not.
That's right.
And that's
Yeah.
exhausting.
Yeah,
Big.
but that's
That's
you always want to
very
try and be
exhausting.
yourself. I mean, I've seen
Yes.
that now from, well, I mean, all of us want to.
So,
Yes.
But you must. I mean, you've got to be true to yourself.
oh, exactly. Oh, it's going to be very exhausting. And
very much so.
I feel like when I go onto the field, I want to express myself.
Yeah. Yes.
And I don't think of those things before I do it.
Yeah.
It just happens
It
instantly.
happens.
Yeah.
It's like even in the World Cup, I didn't even know that the camera was behind me or
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
I was just looking at the crowd celebrating, and something just told me, "Oh yeah, you can bust the move a bit." And I just
Yeah,
did
you
that.
got a little bit of swag
Next
about
thing
you.
I get messages, dude. Did you know you were doing that? I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I.
Because you,
What do you
you
mean?
don't, right? And it's
Then you get tagged in all these things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
but
okay.
it's so cool. Like what you say now, you don't even know you're doing it. Like how I can tell completely that your reactions and the things you do
Spontaneous, like-
are authentic.
Yeah.
It's real. Case in point, 2021 British and Irish Lions, Mr. Purple Tongue. Right?
You know?
Like that, no one, you can't script that. You can't like, oh, the camera's on me, I'm going to stick my tongue out. Nah. No,
You know-
it's a genuine raw feeling that happens.
It's just
Sharks versus who did we play here? And you were scrumming at tight head and you were licking your lips before. Stormers. There we go. Like it's
hungry.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's time to
Like-
eat, big dog. Like you know what I
like
mean?
to think of it. If you think of it, the tongue thing was this when I was playing Super Rugby.
Damn it.
They actually made an ad about it.
I remember that.
That Super Rugby is so good you can taste it. Then they showed me. Super Sport showed me taking
That's
my
crazy.
tongue out. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Super Sport. That's smart as
So
hell.
that happened years ago, but the fact that it was just a Super Rugby game and it was now
Okay.
it comes into British and Irish Lions, I don't realize I'm doing
But
it.
the
I
media
just drank
coverage,
my
you know, must
pre-workout,
out there too. Yeah.
Yes.
and now they ask me if I'm drinking Drinko Popo before the game.
Then I remember that small one, Sweeter. Remember Sweeter?
Yes, those things. But I got asked.
250 mils
Drinko
makes
Pop,
5 liters.
Is this you? Is this you? And
Yeah.
asking such things. And I ended up getting hampers.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
At the hotel, next thing, the uncles are calling me. They're like, dude, you have a package here. And I get there is a flipping box,
Drinko Pop.
is jackets, is umbrella.
That
I'm
is
like,
hella dope.
what am I gonna do? This is COVID now.
That is hella dope.
I ain't going nowhere.
Hold on, real quick. Sorry, Gigi. So you just mentioned it now. Hold on, man. Hey, man, the car started. All right, cool, because COVID was tough. But you just mentioned it now. Help me understand this real quick. Where the hell? Because, I mean, all the three of you are brilliant individuals. So give me the thought process behind who are the uncles? And why are they South Africa's favorite uncles?
And the uncles are making wine now too. What's going
Yes.
on here? There's a lot
Oh.
of things going on. So
also,
am I allowed to
Gigi,
say
I'm
anything?
expecting
Yeah,
a
you're more than
case or
welcome.
something.
I was, because I know he's got a gin as well.
Yes.
But
Still
I'll
don't
send
have
you my
no gin.
address after. But actually, know where I live.
Says a lot
Trev.
about
Actually,
my-
know where I live.
My alcohol consumption.
Yeah, but no, it's just so. So, what are the uncles up to, and what's going on, and just tell us
You
a
know,
bit about
this
what's happening. Because obviously, it's something new.
NYAKANE Gin started with me during COVID.
2020,
And
yep.
Yeah, and we had 3 Springboks that were trying to help, 3 World Cup winning Springboks that were trying to help like give packages to families and communities that don't have food.
Brilliant.
So which was John Smith, Charles Stransky, and myself, which was
Yes.
the 3 generations and stuff like that.
Yes.
And so we went, okay, and then we were giving food, and I met someone who actually worked in that. And yeah, I don't want to get arrested here because, you know, you're not allowed to sell alcohol, but I made
Yo,
alcohol.
no, wait. We all have a COVID story. How you got, and everybody
How you
is.
got your stash? How you got
Yes.
your stash?
How you got your stash? Illegal cigarettes,
Yes, alcohol,
People that
just-
didn't smoke in COVID, They smoked. They didn't smoke before in COVID. They smoked.
yes.
And all of a sudden, it's like, I need a pack.
I need some
Guys,
you
if
know?
you're not from here, you wouldn't understand. But like, please go Google and research. Everybody made something.
You made a plan, bro.
So I
We
I did
exposed
that,
ourselves,
but I
actually,
was
yeah.
not obviously not to sell. It was just for fun. It was
Yes.
just for me. And then eventually I made some people taste it, and I'm like, bro, dude, this is
delicious.
actually very good.
Yeah.
It's very nice. I'm like, okay, maybe I will think of selling it, and started like that.
Asked
And
around and got people
yeah,
to.
you know. But the uncles was, I think it was a picture of myself, Bongi, and Ox walking
Yes.
off the field. I think it was Loftus. So we were just walking off Springbok.
Yes, the three of you.
So they took a picture
I
of
remember
us.
that. Yep.
And they posted it.
I think that was
And
that
obviously
Georgia.
it was
That was
like,
that Georgia game, huh?
I think so.
Like,
at that time, we were struggling with load shedding.
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
this.
I remember that.
And then
Yup.
some people commented,
We put these three in
these
charge."
guys can charge the whole of South Africa for like 2 weeks or something with the amount of energy they have and
Brilliant.
power.
I love that.
And then someone at the below that commented, these are the ones I would send to do my
Lobola
Lobola
girls.
negotiation.
That
Like,
makes so much
if you
sense.
send these ones, you're definitely getting what you want.
Yes.
And then they wrote Bomalum, like the uncles.
The uncles. I love that. That
And
is
then
class.
it just caught on, and then everyone, when there's the three of us, they just call us the uncles, and we took that on board. We're like, well, that's what South Africa want. That's what they enjoy.
And we gotta give the people what they
Yes.
want.
You got.
And
you
when the
got
iron is
to.
and
You
when the iron
got
is
to.
hot, they would from here.
You must.
Wow.
And then
Exactly.
we got approached here and there about the wine stuff. Obviously, we were gonna work with the four cousins.
Oh, swag.
Yeah, so
Swag.
yeah,
Sounds good, eh?
Van Lofren. So we went down to see the cousins, meeting the three uncles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
something
like-
that we.
That's iconic. That's
we-
like
we-
that's a,
yeah.
Well,
that's
that's
a
gonna be
moment in
nice. I
time.
think it's gonna definitely like, and I mean, obviously, especially being on this massive podcast too, it's gonna just spread it for you.
No, 100%.
And, no, but honestly, like really, I think that's great. Especially, I think what I like. I don't want to say when the iron's hot, you gotta. But like your rugby career is so short, and the time you have to influence people's lives.
Yes.
Like when it's really
Yeah.
like important. Obviously, people are gonna remember you afterwards and stuff. But when it's really like the time to put in the right stuff is actually very important.
You have to. Like, obviously, I'm not retired yet.
No.
But when I try to speak to people who are retired and people who have done it, or people who have been there, and they will almost all of them come up with the same answer, and which is
It's tough.
most rugby. It's very tough
Tough
to
out
get
there.
a soft landing after rugby.
Yes. There's no such
And
thing.
Yes,
There
there's
isn't.
no exactly.
There's no such
and
thing as
they
soft
like they
landing.
all say you better start something while you're playing
Yep.
because while you're playing, you still have a salary that comes in. If
Yes.
something goes bad, you can still recover.
100%.
Most people don't do that while they're playing rugby, and then after their career, they want to take everything they made in rugby, put on a business. That thing goes bad. Now you're
Then it's,
desperate. There's no salary anymore, and it's
So-
hard.
and
And this is obviously I haven't experienced this
but you
yet,
heard,
but
like,
I've
it's the
heard-
realest thing.
But that's
Yes,
the
I've
part of
heard
being
from
wise.
most
That's the thing
guys
of taking people's experiences. That's the difference between us and
Yes,
people
a
who
smart
don't.
people and a
you
wise, a
learn,
very wise person.
man. That's what you get.
Smart person learns from his mistake. A flipping wiser person learns
That's
from
from
your
other
Your
mistake.
Other
mistake.
people's
100%.
So I try to speak to some of these guys and try to understand like how it is. They're like, no, Trev, you set up what you want to set up. Don't forget that the money that you guys earn playing rugby, as season campaigner CEO earns that.
Yes.
You're not gonna get it outside
all.
anyway,
Speak
just
for
just
yourself.
like that.
And this is the crazy. No, and this is this is the craziest thing, T. Like you're gonna like, and I'm not saying it's anytime soon by no stretch of the imagination, but there's gonna be a December 31st, 2035, where that last paycheck comes in.
Yeah.
January 31st, that same number that was rolling in is not gonna be in.
It's not.
Right, so it makes you look at like things like what does your expenditure look like
Yeah.
now while
And you
you
don't
play.
look at that in the first half of your
No,
career.
you do
Even
not.
the
No, you're just living.
there's,
Like,
out there
there's people that are
balling.
finishing soon that don't look at it at
You're
all.
out there balling, and I've always told like youngsters, like I've
know,
played
G.
with a few of them at the Bulls, and obviously at the time I'm full on Springbok, everything is going well, and you're getting sponsored cars, and you're getting all this, and I remember if I'm not sure if he's going to be happy about me mentioning his name, but I remember talking to Ambrose Papir,
Yeah.
and telling him like and because he was still young and he was actually coming up playing a little bit of Springbok rugby as
Yes.
well. I'm like, don't try just because you're here to be like these guys. These guys
Yeah.
have been playing for long. they get given these cars. You go put yourself in debt for that car.
Yeah, bro.
To look the same as this guy, because you
Yeah.
play with him. Your salary and his is not the same, and his has been going for a
A
long.
hell of a long time.
And most of the things, I always say, like, people who have money don't end up paying for everything.
And this is the thing. It's like the
sad.
bro, no, it's the craziest. It is sad. It's the craziest thing. It's like the more money y'all make, it's like the less things
The
you gotta
less
pay for.
you have to pay. They give you clothes. You
They
go
give
to
you
a
clo-
restaurant. Oh,
Yeah.
Trevor,
Hey,
you
hey,
know,
on the
the
house.
meal
Can
is
we
on
take a
the.
picture? Yeah, it's on the house. Hey, shit. And now you're going to the supermarket. It's like, oh my God, it's Trevor Yakani.
And then they
and
do
you're
that
good.
for
like,
you. Yeah.
bruh.
And then the person that actually needs is still scraping off your
Yeah.
needs that. No, you must pay.
Like I'm trying to get a
And you
two-piece to put some
yeah,
gas
so
in,
I
bro.
always
And
tell
like
them,
you,
like, don't try to look like these seasoned campaigners.
Nah.
They've been there. You don't know how much they've saved already.
Yeah.
And you don't know if he gets that car for free. You're gonna wanna try and be like him. Now you're in debt. And then years later he retires. He's still chill.
and he's cool.
You finished everything. What now?
So with that T, like
Sad,
it's,
eh?
That is.
the craziest thing is, shout out to you for putting the young bulls on game, because that's the reality of what the situation is, right? And I don't think it gets spoken enough, like, or talked about enough.
Yeah.
Because, right, it's all perception, right? You walk into the change room and I see Gigi, I see Trevor, I see what kind of, like Mr. Land Cruiser, Land Road, what is it? Land Cruiser?
Please don't compare the two. But
Some
yeah, it's a
cruisers,
Land
my
My bad.
Cruiser,
That's
Toyota.
why.
Land
that's why-
something.
Land something. That's what I'm trying to like, right? And then there's Trevor with his Discovery or like whatever it
Whatever.
was, right? And then here comes MJ in his I don't know,
Don't say.
little Swift, like a
No, but
little
the
like one of them
difference,
Johns,
bro,
right?
the thing is, there's guys that arrive in an AMG and there's guys that arrive in an Uber, and you
Yeah.
play in the same team.
Right. So,
it
but now
happens,
the craziest thing is, so for me, it's like I'm in the same space as you. Now I'm putting myself in that position. I'm in the same space as you. You live the life that you live. Gigi, you've been doing this for over 13 years. Trevor, even longer. Right. Who am I? I'm fresh out the womb and I come here, but I've got to look the part.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. This is the crazy thing about rugby play. If I don't look the part, because already outside
People
of
have
it,
perceptions.
yes,
bro.
and it's
coaches,
outside, it's
everybody.
not you guys.
Yeah.
No.
And it's not your teammates, because you know what the game is.
Yeah.
So I leave now and I go to my friend group, because I'm associated with Trevor and Yakani.
think-
Because they think that my pockets are as deep as yours.
Give us
they
a
think
jersey.
that when we go out,
Give us
like,
a, they don't know you have
they
to
think-
give in your jersey every day. They
Yes.
don't know that you wash your own socks.
Yes, they don't. They think I got it like
just
you.
Get it, yeah.
Right?
True.
So the fact that you can have a conversation with the young bull coming in and be like, hey, hold on now. This is a long game, right? And this is how we're gonna play this game. And this is what the game looks like. Let me put you on it, right? So you don't have to be anything you're not.
Yeah.
Yet. You'll get to that point in your life, you're not there yet. Right? And please, I think more people need to have that conversation, because also, and it's not just the pressure that's there. Sorry, I feel passionate about this.
No, you
it's
must.
not just the pressure that's here. Like in the
Speak to your
change room
mic.
and you guys. It's more so it's people's perception
Perception,
and
bro.
what they think rugby players should be. Yes, at some point in our careers, like it does peak out, like when you make bang cash. But it's also like, Trevor, to your point, right? What you make now, or what like professional rugby players make now, is like what veterans and CEOs are making, right? Unfortunately, the only difference is this is your window.
Yeah. 10 years.
So you gotta,
10,
you can make
15, whatever
really,
you
really
want.
good money, but you gotta stretch it.
and you got to be smart with it.
You gotta be smart with it,
And
right?
you got to deal with stuff like this. Here's a guy sitting with
100%.
Achilles, then you come back, you got to get fit.
Yes,
It's a lot of discipline. So a lot of people go,
Yes.
it's not easy.
It is like that because people my age are actually getting now all of a sudden you
Yes.
like getting established in whatever you're doing outside.
Yes.
My age.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you studied for how long, you couldn't get a job, then you had to pay your dues, then you had to do
Yes.
your,
Then you go
your
look
practical
at
years, then you
at
had
a
to...
rugby. People my age in corporate are still young.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm old, hulle noem jou uncle.
They
ja.
call me uncle.
Ja, same. Somebody called me the other day, my wolf by gaan say, "Away timer."
You said
I'm
you.
like, what are you talking to me? Old
Who-
time? Are you
who's
crazy?
who am now?
Yeah.
What's
Damn it.
happening?
That's
you know,
crazy.
And you start getting there, but if you look at salary wise with the people your age
Yes.
that are not in this space,
Yes.
Yeah.
they still
They
finding
work,
themselves
yeah.
actually.
No.
Only now they're like, okay,
But except
yes.
you, when you start
Yeah.
under 19, you're already paying tax. You're already doing
I'm
like
under
you're learning,
19.
yeah.
I'm already earning like the boss somewhere. There, kids these days
But
under
you,
19
there's
is
guys,
ridiculous.
there's guys
even.
that are on contracts that are young. But that's the thing, is being smart with your money, not
Exactly.
being
Now
flashy.
you-
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. We talk about I mean, I'm actually feel like we can probably do 10 hours with Trevor. Like,
Yeah,
easily.
you know, but like it's just sad that people don't want to talk about things like
No, but
this.
it-
Oh,
No,
we
because it's
we
the
hide
hard
it.
conversations.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And I think if I haven't gone through it. I've spoken to a lot of people who have gone through it.
Yes.
People who have helped them. People who they've worked with. And this is me trying to say things that I haven't. I'm 35, turning 36 this year.
Yeah.
Probably closer than most people at this union to something like that. I'm still gonna go though, bro.
Yeah, I like
3 more
that.
years.
I like that.
Got it, baby. Still got it, baby.
Fix this thing. I'm in. I'm
Yeah.
back in.
No, but you
Back
got
in
it,
the mix.
Trev, and
But T, like, sorry, to your point, right? Like the fact that we don't have this conversation often enough, right? And then you retire. And then the biggest shock is when you retire is your standard of living if you don't adjust accordingly, right?
Oh, yeah,
it's not just you now. It's also, you're a little bit older. There's a
people
family
get, the
to
people
consider.
involved in your life get used to it.
Yes. And
Speaking of family, quickly,
Yebo.
do we want to talk about Trev's family? We'll get to that. You have some family,
No,
Trev? You
no
want to tell the
issues.
people about what you got? Sorry.
No, go crazy, yeah.
Oh, but family.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My direct family. Obviously, 4 siblings.
Yep.
3 older sisters, 1 younger brother. So obviously that's my dad's family. Mom passed away 21 years ago. Actually, it was 15. But like things like that, I've grown, and time does heal, but doesn't make you forget.
Yeah.
So that, and obviously I'm married to my beautiful wife, Gabby.
Shout out to
I
Gabby.
think she's probably one of the strongest women I know, because I'm not the
You can
easiest
look
person.
into the camera there if you want. It's going to get, you can say it. just
Gabby,
like that.
Gabby's you are the strongest woman I know, because I know myself. I'm the hardest person. Everyone looks at me from the outside and sees smiley Trevor. You see the good and the bad, and you've stuck there with me for many years. So this is the
Shout
mother. Gavaza Hazel NYAKANE is the mother of my daughter, Skylar Tando NYAKANE.
All right.
So yeah,
Skylar, that's
yeah,
dope.
Skylar, she's the best. Yeah, I'm Tando, she's Tando.
And you speak,
So-
and you're teaching languages to your children.
Oh
right?
yes, I speak 8.
You speak 8,
So-
so...
Yeah?
Wait. Okay, wait. Afrikaans.
You say I must tell you about my
Afrikaans.
family, but you just keep
Afrikaans,
on
English.
pushing.
No. Tell us more. Wait. Yo,
So
8.
yeah, so Gabby has been with me
We'll
for
get to that.
over 14 years now. I think that's what I'm saying. She's my rock. That woman used to take her tuition money to give to me so that I could go back to the Free State to be able to play rugby and pay her back. And this happens back then when I'm 19, 20, where you get paid twice in December. And
Yes.
Trevor is Mpumalanga baller.
Yeah. Cash is king.
Yeah, because I got paid twice now. I'm good. Come January, Trevor, you have to go back and.
January. Like when you get like January 55th, you know,
Yes.
like that month is long,
Yes,
eh?
and Gabby's mom would like give her the money in December, say, okay, you keep it, I don't want to spend it, and when you come February, you go back to school, you can be able to. Then she would take that money and give it to me so that I could be able to go back to Free State and play my rugby. So that woman is my everything. I know I give her a hard time, but yeah. So, and obviously, baby Skylar lived with me in France. She speaks a little bit of it. English, Afrikaans, she's still struggling.
Okay.
And
Little.
Tonga, she's learning
Tonga.
Tonga now. She understands a bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, and myself, I speak. I try to accommodate people wherever I go. So I try to speak whatever language they speak.
Okay.
Which right now, obviously my home language, which is Tonga. I speak Sotho, Tswana, Zulu, Swati.
Yeah. I'm not sure about that one.
Afrikaans, Engels.
Which one are you not
Zulu,
sure?
I'm not sure.
Dumelang.
Papu, uzibuzokutshela.
Ay.
Okay.
Uzibuzokutshela.
Why manje izulu lakho
Dala ngudla.
That's brilliant.
Dala
Okay.
ngudla.
All right.
Go.
Hey, you get a 6 out of 10 for that. That's
and
all right. We'll work on that accent a little bit better, but it's all
Yeah,
right.
accent
Cool.
is not there, but
But
and then
yeah.
that Venda I actually understand when you speak to me.
Nda.
What I mean?
Yeah, that's as much as I know. That's it, bro. Okay, yeah.
Obviously, I don't know
En
which
dan
ones I
Afrikaans het
mentioned.
Afrikaans geleerd op school.
Afrikaans I learned at school, yes.
Did you ever
Hey,
pick up...
hoe moet praat Afrikaans, nee?
ja,
En dan
baie
Engels,
mooi, ja.
alles en dit. Altyd depend, and you, like I must say, when you say accommodate, you actually like the first time I spoke Afrikaans, like I walked into you and Jason having a conversation. You gaan say, "Nee, my chum," and I was, "Chum."
Hold on.
Bro.
So yeah, no, but I know like, and the like it's
Savor, they call it savor
Savor
Afrikaans.
Afrikaans. That's het julle dit.
And a
Hey,
bit of
did-
wee wee,
yeah,
ça va.
oh,
That's what I wanted to ask.
That must be the past 4 days.
Did you ever pick up like? Did you ever pick up like French when you were over
A
in
little
Vassar?
bit, you know. I wouldn't say I'm fluent. I would say I understand more than I can speak.
Okay, fair.
Because it's a very weird language to learn. Like
Yeah.
like I think in English or in my language, but they turn the words. So I know the words, but I can't sometimes put them the right way,
yeah,
the right order.
yeah.
Because if you're gonna go like I don't know, then they almost go like I know don't.
Damn it.
I'm just giving an example.
Just giving an example. Yeah.
so
Yep.
You think like that, and then you say it like
The way.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Je sais pas.
Je
then-
connais pas.
Oh, je connais pas, or something like that. But you say it the way it is in English, then it's wrong.
100%. All right,
But
cool.
I mean,
That's crazy.
the French people are a bit accommodating if you if you attempt
Oh,
to. But
if
if
you
you go
try,
straight
then
away,
they'll
if you
do
go,
everything for you.
Excuse me, you speak English, yo.
I got to Racing. I greeted the guys in English. Je parle pas l'anglais.
Je parle pas les.
Ok,
Je parle pas les
you
français.
parle pas. You know I'm not from England, so I parle pas français too.
Yeah.
2 weeks later,
Yeah.
I come in there. Bonjour, ça va? Now they speaking
yeah.
English to me.
True.
Stop it.
I promise you.
Yeah, I was the same. I was
It
also.
was a matter of
my
like, you
first-
need to try.
My first
100%.
year
That's
also-
all it is. It's a little bit of effort.
It was just that.
That's the craziest thing. I'm watching you speak French. I can see those words coming out from the back of your throat. It's crazy to me, right?
Yeah, it's a different language. My daughter actually learned it quicker than us.
Because she went to the preschool and stuff or not?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, that's
So
nice.
brilliant.
my wife is now sitting at home. She's not going anywhere.
Yes.
So she takes my daughter to bath. And my daughter slips and falls
Ish.
in the bath. But instead of my daughter saying, ouch, hey nah, she went the word putain.
Oh, putain.
What does that mean?
It's like, fuck.
Damn!
Well, it is, but yeah, don't Google it and see the direct translation. It's even worse.
Okay.
But even this week in France too.
My
I
wife
was,
keeps, she's like, what is putain, putain? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, no, Skylar fell and she said that. I'm like,
Are we in trouble now?
well, actually very.
yeah. I'm like, no,
actually in big
Skylar,
trouble.
you can't say such things. I'm like, where did you learn it? She at school.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean the French, yeah, they,
You know, I'm like, okay,
wow. I actually want to say so much, but I'm not gonna.
go for it, bro. You got me.
No. This week in France, some of the guys asked me to teach them all the French swear words. Because,
Damn it.
obviously
Why is that
I
like-
know,
why is that
everybody
the-
in
the
Afrikaans
natural
also,
thing?
when they're in Afrikaans, they're like, oh, I know this one, that one.
It's very natural.
No, everyone. Whenever you want to learn a language, the first thing is, hey, teach me all the cuss words.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
I want to learn Shona. How do I say "f you"? Or like,
Yeah.
why? Why do we go
I
there?
think we can literally have a school of language with Trevor. We can have a whole
think
episode. We
you-
can swear words in every single language.
I think it's
but
probably the
we'll have
easiest
to have
way
subscribers
to
for that,
let
and
you
you have
know
to be
that I
over
don't
18.
understand your language.
Okay.
That's the first thing everyone wants to learn.
Yeah.
So that if I'm out there
Yeah.
and someone is looking for nonsense with me, I know, okay, now it's happening.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
Hold on.
I
Like,
will
that
learn
word-
bonjour later. But I need
that
to
word
know
will
if you're
put you
swearing
in
at me or you're talking to me nicely.
That word.
oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's fair.
That word
Because I'm
puts
gonna,
you in your
hey,
place.
hey,
It
no,
puts you in
yeah.
your place. It's
Yeah.
like somebody's, hey, fuck. Then
Yeah, then you know, ooh.
no, I ain't doing that. G, hold on now. Like,
maybe a
let's
bit too
square up.
much.
you know,
We'll
okay.
edit that out,
You want
please.
smoke? All right,
Let's
cool.
get it.
Let's get
Listen,
it.
Trev, I've got 2 fan questions, please. Or like, and I'm just
Fan
gonna.
question?
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
gonna-
the fan?
No. I'm your biggest fan, bro. Put me on. Yeah, okay, listen, it's not. Just play there and play it at the speaker so we can.
Yeah.
All here.
So just press there.
Hi Trevor, it's Rob Davidson here, huge fan of and follower of Sharks rugby and international rugby. My question is, which position do you feel most effective playing, tight or loose head prop? And secondly, which current playing prop internationally do you have most respect for? Thanks.
Okay. Where's the next one?
Oh, so the first question was, which position do I prefer play?
On his back.
I started lucid. Okay, when I started playing
I'm gonna speak to your wife, bro. Like, we gotta get
Like-
you right.
proper professional rugby, then I was always a loose head, then moved to tight head. But I think I fell in love with tight head more than loose head lately. So if I had to pick one, I would go with tight head first. So, and loose head would be my second option. But that doesn't mean if they wake up tomorrow and say, Trev, go play loose head, I'll
Not
have
gonna
an
do
issue.
it, yeah.
It's not going to be an issue. But yeah, if you look at positions I've played in rugby, that's a bit of a different story.
You've tried them all?
I started outside center, inside center, fly half, 6, 2,
The numbers got
3,
less and less, you see.
1. Yeah, they start disappearing. When the bigger I,
When the numbers went up, the numbers went down.
the more I
You know what
looked,
I'm like
the
saying?
more I looked at muffins, the less the
Yeah,
numbers
that's right.
became.
I got you. And then I've got another. And then who was? I
They
think the
asked-
other
they
question.
asked
Who was
that
your
one,
favorite
man.
prop?
They ask, who do
Oh,
you have the most respect,
respect
for internationally
for.
right now?
Depends. Respect meaning, are they asking the hardest person
I think
I've
maybe
played with,
in
against,
playing.
or like just the
I think-
respect?
The current prop that you would do, what when facing him probably I think would be like, this is a good battle. This is us.
It's
And
quite
if there's
a-
no one, there's no one. Hey?
Yeah,
can
I'm
call them out.
currently playing. Obviously, everyone knows a guy like Ox is a very hard person to scrum against. But if I have to look everywhere, I think the ones that I would say they probably retired now.
Okay.
Sure, please throw them out there.
They probably White Crockett was something else.
Yes.
That's right. Crusaders, huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
Gio Castrovani was something
Else.
else.
I played with him at racing.
That guy.
I've got so many stories about that guy.
I played. I started for the Springboks in Italy against that guy. It was the best versus Pumba. Everyone called me Pumba back then. In front papers there in Italy and everything. We go into the first scrum. Adrian, I think, was my hooker.
Yes.
Oh.
And I go into the first scrum. I hit the thing so hard. Because I know, obviously, everyone talks about him as like the greatest tight head
Yes.
Bro, he's-
currently playing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm going to go out there and
it.
show myself.
Yes.
Put a mark on this world. I go out there, I hit him so hard. Like, it just felt like he absorbed everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I just hit him and I just
Yes.
feel him go back.
Yes.
I'm like waiting for the ball. I'm like, okay, now I'm going to show the best
What it is, yes?
what it is like now. The young and up-and-coming bull is here now.
Mm-hmm.
I left my leg to go forward. I was sitting on top of my lock.
But he's amazing.
Listen,
I've played with him in
patience.
2017 at racing, and amazing power.
I want to say, you know, it's so funny. The story that you just explained now.
Yeah?
Guys, Trevor did the same thing to me in 2010. He did the exact same thing to me
also
in
not the same
2021. Let me tell you, you probably don't remember. I do.
have to
very
get
easy.
cooked somewhere.
Here we go. Super Rugby Unlocked.
teach you a lesson.
Super Rugby Unlocked 2021. Sharks versus Bulls. We came up to Loftus. Remember the game finished. You were on the bench? No? So was
Oh,
I.
yes.
You
yes,
finished, the
yes.
game finished with the rain pissing down, and you guys like chowed us in the second half. So I get on like 48 minutes into the game. I get on. Trevor's already been on. They had an injury. Someone got injured, so he came on early. So I thought, yes, he's getting tired. I'm in the mix here. By the time I get on, I'll be in with a fighting chance. Crouch, bind, sit. We hit first one. Boom. Ref's arm goes. I get a penalty. Now this is me. My chest is here. You casually got up. You didn't even look at me. You casually got up. You turned around. You walked back. We kicked to the corner. We played. Boom, 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 boom. 10 minutes later. Now they're on top of us. Momentum change, huh? Now Dwayne and all of them, they're coming around the corner. You running over us. Boom. Knock on. We go scrum. Then he looks at me. He's been chilled the whole day, Gigi. Like it's like
You
he's-
can almost taste it.
Bro.
Huh?
it's been like the most relaxed.
You smell what the rice cooking. Yeah.
Crouch.
Jacobson, yeah.
Fine. Sit, bro. So I hit now, like, cause I got a penalty down there. So
No,
now
I've got him.
I'm
Yeah,
confident.
yeah.
I'm thinking. I was like, in your head, cause like you have to G yourself up. I'm like, Springbok for who? I'm like, I'm coming.
gonna show you.
This is me now. I want to make my name now. Crouch behind, sit, boom, hit, it's sick. I go down, bro. I remember Gigi, my head doing this.
And then
And then now I'm in panic mode, as Lou said. I'm in panic mode. I'm like this. I can't go forward. I can't go there. Yo, so now I'm like, no. Bro, he ends up scrumming on Skumbuzo Norche at 8. Our front row just did this. Yo,
still got it, baby.
you know Sean Everett said to us after? He said, you might as well just turn around. It's easier to walk forward than it is to fucking
reverse like that.
To reverse like that. I was like, yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Sure.
Damn
I've
it.
got one more question. Yes,
Yes.
but I feel like it's so lucky to talk to Trev. Like I want to tell you Martin Castro Giovanni stories, and like I mean, I played at racing. I just want to add that guy. That
was
year,
something
he flew out with Zlatan Ibrahimovic and he had that dance in Vegas. Did you?
Oh, yeah.
There's a photo.
The
We'll put
coach
that up.
told me.
Yeah, but we were there. So we meant to play Leicester Tigers, the team that he had 100 caps for before.
He lied.
He lied. He
Said
said
his- someone passed
his
away.
grandmother
Damn.
his grandmother passed away long before, and he took the death certificate, and he never showed because and he said, listen, grandmother died. He has to go back to Argentina. He got into a private jet with Zlatan Ibrahimovic and half
They
the PSG
just won
team.
league.
They just won.
PSG.
PSG just
Damn
won.
it.
So I stayed with him for a bit while I was looking at a place.
Yeah.
And because we had the same agent at that time, and he's like, you can stay with Martin. You know, I can just stay with Castro, bro. Castro's a legend.
Cool.
Okay. I've always watched rugby. This guy, the long hair. Anyway, pull in with him. I mean, he showed me Paris, and he literally went. And there's a photo in the media where he's doing this dance, and the media snapped him with Zlatan in
when he was
Vegas.
in Vegas, yeah,
in Vegas,
yeah,
but
yeah.
we in Leicester, we meant to play.
Yeah.
And that photo came out. Obviously, he packed his bags and he was done. He's a legend in Italy. He's still doing the So You Think You Can Dance judges, and he's massive in Italy. But at that time, 2 weeks after in a preseason game, Zlatan scored a goal.
Yeah.
He did the dance. Castro puts it on his screen, like this, and just he's like, "Yeah, my boy!" Literally crazy. But yeah, we're literally running out of time.
Yeah.
I've got one question, and then we've got a few there's another fan question if you want to play the bottom one, and then we have a few quickfire questions.
Hi, Trevor. My name's Darren from Durban. I'm a massive fan. And my question for you is, how much of the Springboks' rugby dominance over the last few years do you think can be attributed to the country's school and junior rugby structures? And is there any other country that kind of threatens us or can come close to our junior and school rugby structures?
Okay, I don't know.
Jeez.
Try your best.
That's a tough question.
Ground roots.
But ground roots, I think, are very important for South Africa. I think that's where the pipeline comes in with all the kind of talent that we have. And I think the way things have been going in South Africa rugby-wise, more and more, I think kids want to
Aspire
play,
to be.
to be the next Siya Kolisi or
The next
the
Trevor,
next
bro.
Mapimpi or the next Bongi. So I think
Why you keep leaving your name out the list,
No,
bro?
but I also said the same thing. Bro. There's people that look up to. Yeah, that's true. But
so I think our school structures are they doing. I don't know out there if there's other people that are challenging us, but I think we're going very strong with.
I think
with
our
what we're
advantage
doing.
is we have it in school, whereas international, let's say European schools or whatever, sometimes you have to do it outside of your school, you
Yeah,
have to belong to a club or whatever, whereas in school, everybody has it. I think we're going to have to, wrap up soon, but I also do think we're going to have to get you on here again and we're going to talk more.
No
Maybe
problem.
if you bring
no
us a gin,
problem.
we can loosen up a bit.
Yeah.
Episode
We have a few-
by episode. I've told you
yeah.
I am the podcast.
That's right. That's right.
right.
Trevor's
Why
going to
is
get
my
us
face
so
not
many.
here?
Yeah.
Upside down.
Hey, man, just, we
Do
did.
you want to do? We always do a few. He's got one question of a quick
Quick
fire
fire. No,
that
it's
he
all
wants
right.
to
It's
ask
all
you.
good.
He always asks the same one. Come on, please.
If Trevor Nyakane had a superpower, what would his superpower be?
Superpower.
Superpower.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I would like
if you
to
had,
have
if you had one, we
you had one,
we
what would
have,
it be?
but you have superpowers. But if you could pick one, what would your superpower be?
Daibo, how?
Quick fire.
I would say the power to control minds.
That's crazy from you. Okay, that's
Dr. Xavier.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I would get whatever I want.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay.
Trevor's
It's
favorite.
just exactly like that. I would be able to walk into a bank and convince people to give me the money and I walk out.
Because you control the mind.
Yes, I walk into.
And you convince the police officer not
I
to
walk
arrest you
into
because.
Maybach and tell them I want the Maybach.
Yeah.
Here's the Maybach right here.
Waiting for you.
Ready.
Trevor's
Black on black.
black on black. Trevor's favorite color.
Black.
Trevor's favorite food.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay, shit. If you could go now, right now, you're driving home, you got it, ciao. No yet.
Probably if there's a chisanyama, that's probably what I
Swag.
would do. Or tribe, like traditional
Yeah,
food.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
That's right.
Yeah.
Are you
I
a
love
tribe?
it.
I love that. That's dope. If Trevor Nyakane could have dinner with anybody, dead or alive, who would it be?
Dinner with anybody, dead or alive. Yeah, why don't you tell me about these questions?
It's
that
quick
you
fire.
might ask?
You must
Ali.
know. Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Straight up.
I shout
Yeah,
out
that'd be a
Cassius
lot of
Clay.
knowledge in
Yep.
Yeah, Cassius Clay,
Cassius.
definitely.
That's all for me, brother.
I'll
I
show
don't.
you how great I am.
I shall show you.
How
Right?
great I am.
Huh?
Man.
Oh yeah. Which if you could pick one Disney character, who would you pick? Yeah, don't laugh. We've had some really
We've had some good
Disney,
one. We
yeah.
ask everybody,
A Disney character.
Pick one.
to give you reference, right? You can't take Mufasa, that was Vince, and you can't take Mickey Mouse, that was
Fizz
Fizz.
wanted to be Mickey Mouse.
I was about to say the most famous one of them all, Mickey Mouse.
Then you can also be this one. Yeah, it's alright then, it is what it is, bro.
Boss.
That's
Well,
black and white, yeah. Stop.
No, you just caught me. Now, I'm sitting thinking, which Disney characters are
Or any animation you could choose to be.
Any animation.
Any?
Yeah. Character.
I would be Popeye the Sailor Man.
Yo.
Crazy
Who
from
lives
you.
in a
With all the cancer, that's crazy from you. Popeye,
Yeah.
with all the spinach.
Yeah.
Spinach.
Yeah.
Whoop you.
That's
all
it.
it.
I love it. I could co-sign it. You know who I'd like to be? Who's that brother in The Incredibles? Honey, where's my super suit? Samuel L. Jackson, he does the skinny guy. Freeze, the Iceman.
Oh, Iceman.
Sorry, I just showed you guys how young I am. Clearly, you guys
which
are.
one?
I know exactly. He freezes the whole place and he even surfs on it like that, but I don't know
Yes.
his name.
I love
Is it
him.
Mr.?
Mr. Freezer.
Mr. Friezo? Is it?
Hey, freeze! Oh! Yeah, sorry, Mr. Freezer.
Oh, God. There's way too many.
Listen,
Nah, there's far
Trev,
too
we're
many.
running out of time.
Yeah.
Apparently these podcasts have like a limit and stuff, and people tune out if we talk too much and what. But I think we should just start again. Like
They
we'll
better
have you
listen.
again, yeah.
Yeah.
All I know is like we had some great chats, and
Yeah.
I think it was not just fun and just rugby, also very informative in life, if I can put it like that.
Yeah.
And I think if you can get things like that out there, I think that's what you guys are doing is massive, and you can reach out to a lot of people. People consume stuff via content and all this, and I don't think there's many places where you will go out there and meet a rugby player if you're in the rugby or the sport industry who will tell you exactly what happens after, or try to give you a bit of a hint of what happens, and not because of what I know, but because of people who I've spoken to.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the generations that I've played with have retired now. Most of them. Not so long ago, I was the youngest. Then next thing we busy training there with the box. They're like, "Who's the oldest?" And everyone just go, "Trev." I'm like,
Yeah. And it flies, hey?
Yeah.
Time flies.
"Oh, very
Flies
quickly."
Yeah,
Not so long
I'm the
ago.
same.
Then everyone is like, "No, Trev is the oldest." I'm thinking. I look around. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm older than Vili. Dwayne has just retired. Dion was not there.
Yeah.
I'm like the oldest. Yet the Sharks. I
Yeah.
think I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Trev, you
And
know
that-
what? And young at heart. And listen,
No,
there's a
I'm
lot
still- I'm
there's a lot of
still
people. There's a lot of
21
people that are
years
looking
old.
up to you and like and influencing right now where you're at. So please don't stop that, Trev. And like, yeah, I just want to say thank you for the podcast. I do believe season 2 you're gonna be on. Season 3 you're gonna be on. You're gonna be like
Yeah.
a regular guy that comes in every single time because like
thank
Trev,
you
I
very
think the
much,
people
eh?
need to hear more about
Yeah.
you, man.
No
Thank you so
worries.
much.
I'm still
And then
I'm
also
21
I've got
and 15
Well,
years
to,
of experience.
to keep you on the move and keep you young, right? This is just a gift from us. Just enjoy it, bro. That's like.
Hey, make
yeah,
sure you put water in that
put
thing,
water
bro.
in there, bro. But it does keep other things nice and cool, by the way.
That's crazy from you.
That's right. And that's it. Exactly. That's exactly. We're gonna make a little cup holder for you there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I think just from my side, T, like I said to you, I think it's like somebody that I had the pleasure of watching growing up, had the pleasure of competing against, and then to still see you on this journey, it's phenomenal. Yeah, you outlasted me. I'm fresh out the womb, and I've had to call it a day, and you're still going.
Last
You had a
of the
part, you had a
last
part
of
in
the
it because
Mohicans.
you.
Last of the Mohicans.
That's
Yeah,
a crazy
yeah.
movie. Crazy soundtrack also. Everyone should
That's hella dope. But I mean, yeah, I think just for me, sincerely, just to echo Gigi's sentiments, man, it's been an absolute pleasure. Both of us, the funniest thing is, look at our foreheads. We both sweated because we were laughing so much.
It's crazy.
There you go.
We don't have to, but if you want
But if
to.
you really want
we
to.
gave him one earlier just to.
Well, at least that makes one of us.
No, it's so natural. He's a
But,
natural, bro.
like-
If I had listen, guys. If I had a company selling towels, actually anything, like
Literally.
look at Trev. Look at him. He's gonna drink. He's gonna go. He's gonna rub his face. Go. Like any Oros, bro. Get on board. Anybody get on board.
Literally, at
beer
this point.
companies get on board. Listen,
Right.
why not?
But I mean, yeah, I want to say thank you so much, Big Dog, for coming out here. Thank you so much for putting us on game. Not only us, not only the people watching, but the young bulls in the change room. We know what your voice is. We hear the impact and the influence that you have in the change room. And I can't wait for you to be back, man. Blessings for that. I hope that scar finally heals. And I can't wait to see you play again, man. Shout out to you, bro.
Appreciate it.
bro.
Thank you.
And that's
very much.
love.
Thanks so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for tuning in this week. It's been an absolute pleasure. I actually can't even, Let me catch my breath. Yes. Please make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button, all the good things. Catch up with our content and all the cool stuff that we got going on. And definitely, T, you coming back? Not only you, please invite your uncles too, and we'll have a proper
Maybe have a
sit
little
down.
Uncle's Bri or
A little
something
Uncle's
soon.
Barbie, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, now you're talking.
Yeah.
Now
All
you're
right.
talking.
Please, once again, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button. I've said that already. Oh my goodness, you can see I've been trained. And we can't wait to see you guys soon. Take care. That's love.
you,
It's
guys.
black and it's white.
Thanks, bro. Well done.
All right.
Trevor.
They think I came here for the
My
podcast. I
nigga.
came for this.
I appreciate you so much. Big son. Even that. Thank you, bro. I gotta shoot.
All right, thanks,
Cheers,
bro.
guys.
No
Sorry, I gotta
problem.
shoot.